What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets with the bombs bursting in air, giving proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sail us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, welcome into the action, everybody. Ryan Dietrich and DJ Mitten here on the Yamo Sports Network. And yeah, sorry about the delay, just getting things going here, as always. You never know what you're going to get, whether it's technical difficulties or what.
Wouldn't be a Wizards game if we started on time, right?
Yeah. Now,
that's how we get the crowd in here. That's how we get the atmosphere set. And great job by everybody who was helping out with all that.
Player introductions right now. And at the moment, Columbus Wizards introductions, faces you're all familiar with. And in the house tonight, the Indiana Lions.
Man, you talk about competition. It's going to be here tonight. Indiana, of course, has lost one game all year. That's the Ohio King. And the only two games that the Wizards have lost are to the King and the Lions earlier this year. So I think we're actually going to finally get a game in here that's going to be highly competitive. And this crowd is going to be amazing.
Definitely going to be a competitive game. Packed house as always. It is Disney night.
Oh, they do a great job with the themes, with the family. A lot of kids here tonight. We saw during the introductions handing out some goodies to the kids that were in the crowd here.
Always nice to see that. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, you might have been able to overhear that. We're part of our technical difficulties tonight. No shot clock, and we don't have the red light for the 3D. So double technical there to start the game for the Wizards. Unfortunate. Don't want to give them any type of
no
momentum.
type of, right, you don't want to give them any type of advantage.
And of course, 4 free shots to start this game, and then we'll tip it. So hopefully, all that stuff is out of the way now, and we can enjoy this basketball game, because this is two of the premier teams in this region. And with the playoffs right around the corner and this being the last month of the regular season, this is going to be a huge game.
Yes, it is. Right, yeah, two teams. All right, at the circle now. And you can see one of the owners, Casey Gillespie, there at the bottom left corner. Coach is talking it out. Fist bumps from Coach Gowdy. Columbus Wizards in the purple. And here's the technical free throws underway. In the turquoise, that is the Lyons, number 30. That's Gerald Campbell, big Gerald Campbell, 6'6".
Well, and this is one of the few teams that are going to match height and speed with the Wizards, and this is why it's such a tough team to play against.
Yeah, that's a rarity. The Wizards they're a big squad, I guess, across the board.
Yeah.
Just a lot of length. And so that, one of those advantages typically for the Wizards. So it does say period number 4 on the scoreboard, but that's one of the...
Hopefully that's our only problem. We do got 4 points up there, so.
So, yeah, knocked them all down. There you go. It's always a thing of making free throws.
Yeah, and hopefully that's something, I believe the last time that these two played, it was 109-105. That's 4 points right there, so hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us later.
Oh, man. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
DJ. Uh-oh. And while they're waiting, there's your starting 5. Jay Farrell, Alante, Jared Smith, Phil Bledsoe, Brandon Wilkins. You mentioned the size, Phil Bledsoe and Brandon Wilkins. The boys looking sharp. All right, I'm not sure exactly what the conversation is, but this gives both teams an opportunity, as you can see, to little huddle at the free throw line,
I think it was our makeshift shot clock person, possibly, that we were giving final instructions to.
I gotcha.
So
okay, there's always a little something, right?
don't have to worry about that with Yamo Media, man, on top of it at all times.
I try to be, but either way, here we go. All right. 7:26. We're never on time.
Well, again, that's how we pack this house. That's how we get everybody right on the edge of their seat, ready to go and fired up.
It is a packed house, but we appreciate the patience.
For sure.
From the fans.
They do a great job here at the Armory with us, and, occasionally you're going to have stuff like this that happens. Thanks to everybody who helped over these last 25, 30 minutes to get us to where we are.
Well, and that's, kind of a look behind the scenes of it takes a lot to put these kind of events on.
It really does.
So when you are at, okay.
Now we're charged a timeout. Looks like they found the stuff. So now, do we get 4 free throws back? That's the question.
I don't know.
Just to even this out.
Jared Smith is going to take the opportunity to shoot a couple.
We promise. We're going to get these last few things ironed out here, and then this is going to be one hell of a basketball game.
So, all right, bear with us, folks. We're going to step aside for just hopefully like 3 minutes, and we'll be right back here on the Yamo Sports Network. All right, back in action here. We are just about to get this baby rolling. We've got the shot clock. We got the 3D light all set here. 4-0, Lions start the game. I don't know if might be the first time I've seen a team start the game with the lead before the clock has even ran.
Well, anybody who watches these telecasts know there are some unique rules in the ABA. That one was the first time I've seen that. But a good job there on that first possession, getting it down low to what we talked about before the game started. Oh, nice finish there. That was Leon Tillman. I was going to say Wilkins finished at the other end.
Yeah, Tillman, that's going to be a name that we should be calling quite a bit tonight.
There's another one right there. What a move. Oh.
Let's see. 6th in the league in average scoring. Nice breakaway by the Lions. Good D by Jay.
And this will be interesting to see. The Wizards usually are able to take their guards and press and move, but you're going to have to make shots against this team, and that's the only way you're going to be able to put that press on.
We'll see if the athleticism of the Wizards can give them the edge in that department. Without Campbell.
Oh, wow.
And he signals to the ref, man, I got slapped on the arm. Campbell drains the 3. Get from Gary, Indiana. He played at Central State. Big 6'6" and shout out. Brandon just off the mark.
Couple deep shots now by the big men. I'd like to see him get down underneath right now. Really start working against 30. A nice job there.
There we go again, Gerald Campbell.
Campbell's starting off good. Hit the free throws to start the game. He's hit a 3 and now a 2.
This is a rarity. The Wizards down 9 early on.
Well, and that's why those 4 free throws were so important with the momentum and also just kind of the way the things started. You're going to have to get a reset here. You were kind of amped and ready to go at one time. Now you got to reset. The Lions have stayed focused this entire time, and they've come out shooting the lights out here.
That's Phil Bessick, 6'4" guard. Out of Cleveland, knocked down a little jumper.
You see the energy from Indiana. This is why this is one of the premier teams. They travel well. They got a great organization, and everybody always, just similar to how the Wizards are, interact with each other.
Tough one there. Somehow kept his feet. Tillman looked like he rolled his ankle a little bit. Let's see if he's all right. Pump fake, step to the side.
Might need to get a timeout here.
Big Gerald
Just to
Campbell.
reset everybody, like we said, it seems like the focus, yeah, there it is.
Yep.
That focus that the Wizards had at the end of pregame, getting that push down, that's really hurt them here at the opening.
And you'll hear it all night. You saw it on the marker there, the Disney tunes.
Yeah.
Filling the
It's nice. I joke with people, you know you became a parent when you start referring to like Changes by David Bowie as the Shrek 2 soundtrack, so this is right in my wheelhouse right now.
A quick timeout from the Wizards as they trail by 14 and not even 3 minutes into the first quarter here.
Well, and even if we take away those 4 free throws and say it's 12-2, the way that the Lions have come out, they're getting the guys who make their shots open. And the thing that really helps the Wizards is making shots and being able to press. They're not making any shots right now. You can't put that pressure on the Lions and try to run with them if you're not making shots.
There's Coach Gowdy there, getting in the ref's ear early. See how they respond to a little early adversity. And as always, a big shout out to all our fans tuned in out there, wherever you are. We appreciate you tuning into the Yamo Sports Network. Another miss here, and the Lions are off and running again.
Lions are really giving the Wizards a taste of their own medicine right now. High intensity on defense, making shots on offense.
Tillman trying to dominate that low post.
Good defense here by the Wizards.
Nice cut by Eric Messer, pass a little off the mark, quickly the other way.
The take by Wilkins. Good job of being aggressive. They needed something like that. They were kind of settling for some outside shots, trying to get back in it with one shot. That's a good job. And I think that's a big key, man. Every game that we've gotten out to a big lead, it's because at the beginning of the game, we've pounded the ball down to Bledsoe and Wilkins. I think that needs to be a big change here from the start.
Brandon Wilkins knocks it his first. Yeah, their go-to, that's exactly what you need to do. Stop throwing stuff up from around the arc, and they have a habit of doing that. They'll get a little lazy on the offensive end and just sit around the perimeter, you know.
Right, and now, but more importantly, now you can pick up on full court. You can trap or mini trap once you get across.
Well, just spend a little bit more time down there in the offensive zone. Campbell wide open because they're not playing much defense, so they got to get this figured out.
That is something that they really do usually excel at. Now, one thing I will say is, again, hate to be harping on that delay, but this is the least amount of, we got another. I was going to say, though, one thing that we haven't seen out of the Wizards yet, and maybe it has to do with Nick Gooch maybe not being here tonight, not being available, the communication. Usually these guys are talking, really engaged with each other. So we'll have to see if that's something that they can kind of work themselves back into here.
Yeah, just a little out of sorts.
Yeah. Well, the energy was in the gym.
Yep.
Listen, I mean, it is what it is now, but you got to get past that delay now. You got to refocus and re-harness that energy.
Yeah, it's been all Indiana here early on.
Good shot, Phil. That's more his style, though. That's getting closer where we want to see that. We need to put together a couple stops here.
That's the big key. Haven't been doing much. Right on cue. Who is that? Messer drops one. Excuse me, Jordan Heidelberg drops the three. Number 3 for 3. 8 minutes here to play.
Lions are doing a good job of making the Wizards play their pace, the pace they want to play.
Jared Smith, little elbow jumper, no good.
Back-to-back good shots, though. That's what you need to see. Like I said, now you just got to get a defensive stop or two.
Messer curls around. Inside feed to Campbell. Backs down Jay Farrow.
Great footwork there. Good job of finding the mismatch there. Campbell's had a great first half.
Yeah, and he's going to win that matchup every side. They got to get a different body than Jay Farrow to defend him on the inside. Phil Bledsoe, big drive.
Take, Phil.
Nice finish.
We needed that right there, big time. Now got to get a stop here on the defensive end. Again, trying to get guys in mismatches there. And that's when you got to rebound. You got to rebound that.
Yeah, right in the middle of the lane. Heidelberg, nobody around him, gets his own board, continues the possession. Campbell, same thing. He's just going to back Jay down. Tough hands on the inside. A little slap call, Jay Farrell with the foul.
Heidelberg's doing a good job at the top here of getting the mismatch, getting Phil or somebody bigger to come out on him. That forces Jay to have to be down low with Campbell.
Good one. Indiana Lions up 21-6. A big 15-point lead. We get a little look at the Wizards bench at the moment.
You see Coach telling them just what we were talking about. Calm down, refocus here. They've got plenty of time. We've seen these games change in the matter of no time, especially with the 3D rule. Put together a couple stops on the defensive end, get a couple scores, easy buckets hopefully, down on the offensive end, and then that's when you can start that press, get into those 3D shots that we're so used to seeing.
Yeah, this has been a quarter unlike we've seen from the Wizards so far this season.
And credit to Indiana. I mean, Indiana's a tough basketball team. Like I said, to have the energy they have and the amount of guys that they have traveling on the road with them.
All right, coming out of the timeout here, 6:52. Ryan Dietrich and DJ Minton on the Yamo Sports Network once again. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in as the Indiana Lions here in the house. The Indiana Lions based in Danville. That's the Indianapolis metro area.
Familiar with championships, of course. They're the defending champions in the ABA.
Yep, this is their 6th season. Owned by Deborah and Tyrone Brown, head coach. Tyrone Brown has got his squad in sync and in unison. That's Gerald Campbell at the line. Knocks down his first. You hear a little bit of Our man Jared Smith in the background as Campbell knocks down both of them.
And now we're going to see Gary Hoover. I'm assuming that they're going to go with Hoover down low on the defensive end on Campbell, because that would be a perfect matchup for him.
Yep, that would be my guess after you saw Jay Farrell pick up that foul. Then you see, Campbell just went right at him twice. So Gary Hoover checks
And this is
in.
important right there. Gary has the ability to go at Campbell and make him work on the defensive end.
And Hoover and Campbell chatting a little bit about it down low. And yeah,
Gary might have got away with a little bit of a shoulder there, but hey, if they didn't call it, it's nothing. One time, Phil. Right at the end of the shot clock. And another thing that the Lions are doing a great job of, Wizards are do a great job on the offensive boards. Lions are holding them to one shot. Now, good job by Wilkins getting in with a big guy out top there.
Messer for three. Rattles in and out. Gorham battles for the rebound. Here we go, the first fast break bucket. Their transition. Good take by Brandon Wilkins, but I think this is the first transition play we've seen from the Wizards.
But that's the first time they blocked out and got a defensive rebound and held them to one shot.
Well,
That's what you got to do, though. You're just going to, possession by possession, get back into this basketball game. Good free throw there.
Brandon Wilkins at the line. Knocks down the first. Brandon Wilkins at the line, attempting his second.
Oh, but great putback by Phil. What a touch. Talk about a guy that can really change a basketball game. That's Phil Bledsoe. And that right there hopefully can be a little bit of catalyst here for them.
Yeah, number 32, Phil Bledsoe, somehow. A little long arm tip. Gary Hoover on Campbell, feed inside to Tillman.
Tillman did a good job of sealing off Wilkins there. There was nothing he could do but foul him.
Yep, fouls on number 55 in purple. That's Brandon Wilkins. Pretty sure that's his first.
Yeah, sometimes when when you haven't seen a lot of baskets go in, something like that just seems impossible that goes in can kind of turn things around. A little more aggressive on the defensive end this time, too.
21. Leon Tillman at the line, misses his first.
Now, big opportunity here. If he can miss this and he can block out and get going the other way.
And it's funny that I like the teal by the lines. Those uniforms are looking good.
They are.
Purple, and that's, the Wizards kind of alternate that kind of blue teal.
That was big. Now, get a couple of baskets. You can get this crowd back in here. And, we got, look, what we talked about, we got a big crowd tonight. This place could get loud real quick. Kick it back out. Kick it back out. Oh, good take, Phil. Nice defensive stop there by Tillman.
Dominating the transition are the Lions. Tillman tips that one in, too.
And second chance. Second chance. I mean, it's killing them right now.
All right, here we go. Hoover inbound to Jared Smith.
This is when Smith is such an important part of this team. Veteran, take over, get this offense back under control.
Good kick to Gary Hoover from the left wing. Oh, tough tip.
Just about got that touch, man. He's got such a soft touch.
I think he was just a little early on the jump there.
I think you're right, yeah.
Just tough to time that one.
And that's so hard to defend, too, because he's not coming back down with the basketball. Just touching it and getting it in there. There you go now. Couple of misses. Now, yeah, they really got to start getting it going on this offensive end and take advantage of this.
Good defense by Eric Messer. All up on Smith. Nice drive by Jared. Kick to Hoover for three. Rebound by Jared Smith.
Oh, good look to Gary. Nice dive. That's a great job of replacing where Jared left by Gary Hoover. And, man, we've seen these guys almost be like Magic and James Worthy, man. They know exactly where they're at on the floor together. Oh, he walked. Yeah. And there it is, right there. You get a little energy, couple
And we'll get Gerald Campbell called for the travel there, and that'll warrant a timeout from the Indiana Lions. And real quick, if you could hear me over the music in the building, I'd like to promote the International Showdown next week against the Shizuoka's Gym Rats from Shizuoka, Japan.
That's going to be awesome, man.
That's going to be sweet. Next Saturday, 7 p.m.
Next week, we have a
Look at this guy trying to take your thunder there.
And if you can hear it on the PA announcement, that is exactly what DJ Big Dog is doing. I'll leave it up to him.
Well, see, he wasn't professional. He didn't try the first name. He just called him the Gym Rats.
You can get tickets for that at thecolumbuswizards.com/tickets. Again, international opponent, the Shizuoka Gym Rats. Coming in from Japan, 7 p.m. tip-off here at the Armory, 880 Kinnear. No.
You're right.
Is that right? Yeah, 880 Kinnear. All right, got the address right. The Armory right here in Grandview. It's an awesome joint.
This is
Love
a
what
great
they've done.
facility, man. And you mentioned it earlier when you guys were kind of setting up for in the pregame. They've just added something for us every week that's helped out, try to get these crowds in here and really try to help out the atmosphere of this place and to make our jobs easier. So that's really nice.
All right, ball out of bounds, far side. Jay Farrow inbounds. You're going to see a little bit of full court pressure from the Lions. Messer and Phil Bessick.
So that last 3 or 4 minutes, the Wizards won. They need to win this next 3 or 4 minutes so that when we get into this first quarter ending, we can be down by at least single digits.
Nice pump fake, step aside. There we go, rebounds. That's got to be the name of the game. Turnaround, can't
Lit
get
on
it.
that bucket.
Gary got it. Nice rebound by Gary Hoover. Good drive.
Good kick out. And this is the guy they need to get going.
A little long off the iron. Farrow can't find it. Boarded by the Lions. Eric Messer bringing it up.
He had Campbell on him there, and Campbell's played this entire first quarter. I'd like to see Jay attack the basket on that one.
Good hands by Jared Smith. I thought he knocked that off the leg of Messer.
It did look like it. Man, needed to get a little help there. Jeez.
No love. Ball out Lions underneath. Great,
great.
basket cut. T.
That
Williams.
That's a great out-of-bounds play there. Great design. You got to stay with the guy there, though.
Poor defense from
Yes.
the Wizards. Good play design, poor defense.
Little more.
Yeah, don't.
We need a little more ball
again,
movement
yep.
too. A lot more movement without the basketball too, because we're giving them too many easy buckets right now.
Scooty Walker, the transition layup makes it easy. Wilkins bringing it up. That's Scooty Walker on him. Yeah, got to stop shooting the threes. Got to attack. Bill Bledsoe for three from the corner.
Of course.
Right. Hey, got to stop shooting threes.
Yeah.
If that helps them make it, whatever it takes. But that's a nice kick from the corner. I mean,
That's more like their offense, and that is more in their offense. Drive and kick, drive and kick. If you can attack, they've got enough shooters to do that. You can't just settle on one-on-one, though.
and yeah, size
Good defense.
mismatch there for sure. Good board by Bledsoe. Jay Farrow, transition bucket by the Wizards. Coach Gowdy screaming at him, attack. Good hands. T. Williams.
The Lions have been doing a great job of sprinting back. That is the thing that has killed opponents of the Wizards. The Wizards are just so much faster down the court, and the Lions are doing a great job of getting back.
Well, and it's, defensive rebounds. Usually the Wizards are causing turnovers, get defensive boards out and running the floor. But they haven't had that opportunity yet. $1:45 to play, 15-point lead. Bill Bledsoe, high arcing shot. That's about the third or fourth he's missed of that. Good steal by Jay Farrow. 3D.
And this is what they're so good at right here, is executing on the 3Ds. Oh, he had Farrow in the corner. Right now, though, it's about getting a bucket.
Good move by Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Good defense by
They
Campbell,
needed
too.
that one. That was huge. That was such a huge play for them on that 3D. That's something they excel at. It's almost like a power play in the NHL, man. I mean, they are one of the top teams in the conference at that. And this right here, showtime, baby. Oh, unselfish pass. Great job by Gary Hoover. And this is what they want right here. Got to get a timeout. Just what we said. Now their energy's back in the building, and the Wizards are starting to look like the Wizards.
Showtime. Nice layup there for Showtime. But yeah, breathing a little life in here, only trailing by 10. We got 58 seconds to play.
The last 5 minutes.
Here in the first.
They have done a great job of holding Indiana to one shot. That was killing them in the first, 6 or 8 minutes there. And the other thing is now they're getting moving. They're getting second shots, and getting Gary Hoover in there was a great substitution. He does such a good job underneath of getting offensive rebounds and second chance points. No, we only had 16. Yeah, but we only had 16. It was 29-16. He made it 2, which makes it a 3. So it should be 29-19. We got to do everything, right?
Right. Hey, man, that's, get a little influence, get another point here, there.
Yeah, why not? Hey, man, they stole 4 from us. I mean, I know we were a little bit behind, but, we found everything we needed.
Well, I mentioned ownership. Deborah and Tyrone Brown, owners of Indiana Lions. I mean, when they have a home game, over in Danville, Indiana, I know that they've got their people in
they're
place.
ready to go.
They're set and ready to go. Avoid some of those kind of mistakes early on, but that's.
And of course, a lot of that was out of our actual control. It was,
Here we go. Jared Smith, good defense.
That was great defense. Jared tried to shield him. That was a good job by him, trying to shield him so he would have to reach around him.
That's Heidelberg getting in there, causing the turnover. Jared Smith on the inbounds. Bledsoe.
Again, an important possession. Nice take. Oh, good job. Good job of staying with it.
Tough work from Brandon Wilkins. Great footwork to step around him underneath. Jared Smith on the comeback. 1 second left on the clock, a little through. They got it. Jordan Heidelberg hurt right there. All right, here we go. Wilkins out of bounds on the far side. There's 1 second left.
I'm guessing here maybe a back pick so you can get Jay the ball, or they're just going to try to get it in. Yeah, there you go.
Jay for 3 at the buzzer, no good.
Great job, though, of fighting back there at the end of the first quarter to get it down to a 10-point game.
All right, 10-point game. We're going to step aside here for a couple minutes on the AMO Sports Network. We'll be right back for the beginning of the second. All right, back in action here for the second quarter. 31-21, 10-point lead. Still trying to get things right around here.
Oh, basket interference.
That's
Oh,
what I
man.
thought. Had a hand in the rim. I don't know how you don't call that.
Man. Oh, good take, Phil. Good take, Phil. Good job.
Foul down underneath. The foul is on 21. That's Tillman.
A lot more continuity now out of this Wizards team. They're starting to settle down a little bit and really starting to play their game.
Right, it just took them 7 minutes to kind of shake it off.
Well, you know, sometimes good free throw there. Sometimes we have that 7-minute lapse in the third quarter. So now that's just going to get erased is what I'm assuming. And that was our 7-minute lapse. These free throws become really important when you're trying to just get back into a basketball game like this, especially one that the momentum hasn't been yours yet.
It's Phil Bledsoe knocks down the free throw. Yeah, the all-important free throws. We covered the battle in the 6-1-4 for 3.
Great shot there.
Jordan Heidelberg again. Played at Indiana Tech. The dude can hoop.
He's doing a good job of waiting and using that screen to get those open shots.
Yeah, the Lions are very in sync. Got a lot of chemistry going on. Phil Bledsoe, that's, again, he's just this mid-range, those big rainbows. He's getting no love.
And you got to assume those are going to start going in for him. But again, you got to get these stops.
Scooty Walker finishes at the rim. Jared Smith coming up now across half court. Nice back
Good look.
feed.
Brandon got underneath again, got himself caught, but he does a great job of getting the offensive rebound. Both coaches right now really not happy with the officiating. Seems like every time on the defensive end, somebody's getting the...
Good attack at the rim, number 10, T. Williams.
And, you know, we talked a little bit about working people when Gary came in, and he's doing a good job of making Campbell work. They're doing a great job on the defensive end and making Jay Farrell keep moving. And Jay plays defense. He's not some guy who's just out here averaging 40 a game. He's out here playing defense, too. And he's not going to take a possession off, so that's important. He's wearing himself out down here.
T. Williams makes his first free throw.
Now Hoover's back in. He provided a lot of energy, and he was really the catalyst at the beginning of that run that we've been on here. And it was because of his offensive rebounding.
Missed the second. Rebounded by A.J. Gorham. See if he can get... We haven't seen much from him. He was real hot in those early first few games of the season. But the home streaks, he's been a little quiet. Just feed the big man.
Down low, there's no stopping him. Nice job by Wilkins. That's what we talked about they needed to do at the beginning of the game. Get that post down low.
Scooty Walker breaking ankles.
Jeez, man, I don't know how he stopped there without traveling.
Either.
Oh, great look. That is a nice job.
That's just good basketball.
Tillman faked like he was going to cut, and Hoover lost him momentarily, and he wide open.
Jared Smith for 3. Off the mark.
Again, settling for some of those threes. They've been getting better looks at the threes when they've moved the basketball around as opposed to just taking them early in the shot clock.
Yeah. That's what they got to. They got to move the ball a little bit better. Jared Campbell. Like this, Lyons move the ball around. Scooty Walker, the far corner.
And again, you want to get a team that runs like the Wizards, and you want to get them slowed down, be efficient on the offensive end.
Jared Campbell barrels into the lane. Draws the contact from Brandon Wilkins.
It's a good veteran move there by Campbell to draw the foul.
Wilkins and Campbell jawing down on the low block. Referee steps in between them. (55-30). We got to reset the shot clock real quick. Rebound, restart out underneath. That looks like number 10, T. Williams. Inbound to Jared Campbell. Wilkins on Campbell, nice cut.
Nice job there. Again, these out-of-bounds plays are well designed for the Lions.
Yeah, very well designed.
Wizards got to do a better job of communicating on defense. When somebody's losing somebody, another defender has to step in.
Campbell on the left wing. Brandon Wilkins and Campbell. Good defense. Steps up, a little off the mark. Jared Smith and Tillman. Leon Tillman called for the foul. And it's tough. Jared Smith is so much smaller than him. I think he inadvertently caught him over the back, knocked him down. So Tillman right there is gonna, I think he's headed to the sideline.
Well, like I said, both teams seem to be a little bit upset with the officiating tonight.
Yep, 21, Tillman checks out. Number 5, Phil Bessick comes in.
That's all you can ask for, consistency, right?
Yep. Hey. Yeah, there is. And if you folks can hear that in the background, we're right between both benches, and there's a lot of jawing going on back and forth. That's pretty typical, yelling at the refs. That's what people like to do. Gary Hoover.
Basketball is such a fun, unique atmosphere, man. Everybody is just right here. The emotions are high.
Smith, shot clock. Had to let it go. Great transition movement from the lines. The ball didn't even touch the floor. When you can have that, that's a great play.
Just like they've been getting back on defense, they're sprinting out on offense whenever they get a shot.
14-point lead. A.J. Gorham needed that one. 8:20 to play.
But again, this is the pace the Wizards usually play, and the Lions are doing it.
Scooty Walker for 3. You read my mind. I was going to say the Wizards are getting a little dose of their own medicine. And it doesn't feel good.
No, and maybe you readjust. Nice job there. That two-man game's unstoppable. That right there is one of the best two-man games in all of the ABA.
And yeah, I think you're about to say maybe they switch it up and slow things down and just do that. Garrett Campbell, good bucket by number 30.
I don't have an answer at all for Campbell.
No, they don't. He's just tearing them up. Good defense. I don't know. Heidelberg got a hand on that. Walker to Heidelberg. Heidelberg for 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Bledsoe.
Heidelberg does a good job of picking his spots of when he's going to over-pursue and take a chance. And that time he got rewarded with the steal.
Campbell baits him into it. He makes one.
Phil. Good shot, Phil. But again, you got to get a couple stops here. Every time we get it down to, 8 or 9 points here, it's like the Lions going a little quick 4 or 5 point run.
Yep, 11 here. Campbell drives.
Good
right
move.
hand.
Man, we're seeing 2 pros go at it right there, man. 2 pros go at it. And every time Campbell scores, he just stares at the bench.
He wanted the N1 call there. I didn't see much contact.
No, I mean, you can't call that.
Bledsoe, high again off
Oh,
the
good
mark.
job, AJ. We needed that offensive rebound.
Jared Smith doesn't make the 3.
Oh, good hands by Smith. Gorham's doing a great job right now of trying to manifest some energy here, getting all the 50-50 balls.
Gary Hoover doesn't get the call at the rim.
That hit right in the back of the head, man. They are not calling anything.
Tillman working around. Good feet by Heidelberg.
Good job of staying in front by Gorham.
Great defense by Alante Gorham. Right corner, that's Bessick.
Farrow doing a good job. 3. Don't foul now.
At the shot clock, Scooty Walker
Nice
to
job.
turn around.
Nice job.
Good defense there by the boys in purple. 13-point lead, halfway mark here in the second.
Got to go back to getting it down low. We're settling again for these deep shots.
Right on cue.
We got Gary Hoover, who's an ABA All-Star, and we got Phil Bledsoe, who's played pro ball in a couple different places.
A.J. Gorham. Let's see if they call him for the flagrant.
I think, he definitely was going pretty hard on him. I think the fact that they both kind of got tangled up there and fell made it look a little worse than what it was, but it definitely was a hard foul.
Fouls on Alante Gorham. Flagrant 1.
They gave it to him,
And
yeah.
I get it. We get a media timeout as we hit under the halfway mark here. We're going to step aside for just a moment here on the Yamo Sports Network. We'll be back for the conclusion of the second quarter. All right, back in action. Ryan Dietrich and DJ Minton here on the Almo Sports Network. That's at the line, Phil Bessick. Phil Bessick shooting the flagrant one that was called on Alante Gorham as he put the hard foul on number 5.
And good job by the refs there. We can't good job by the referees, man, coming over here, just kind of telling the guys, listen, we like the passion, but the talk's got to calm down.
Right. And it's always a lot of chipping back and forth. Phil Bessick makes both of them. We got several different conversations going on. It's hard to figure out. So, ball underneath Indiana Lions. We're going to take it. We got a 13-point lead. And you got T. Williams taking it out underneath, inbound, Scooty Walker. Right side, Williams inbounds it and then steps in. And you've got still just a chatter on the sideline. So another media timeout here. The official is going to stop play. And he's just giving a couple warnings to the sideline. I'm going to put you on pause. We're going to come back here in a minute. All right, back in action. Here we go. Little delay there. We got things sorted out, though. And yeah, we had T. Williams just next to the bench for the Lions. He said, we're tired of it. We just want to play.
Yeah,
tired of the
that's what the
stoppages.
players want to do.
Yep.
And obviously a lot of the situations tonight have been out of their control.
Right.
And ours as well, so hang in there. I know this has been choppy for the players. It's been choppy when you're watching at home, but we're going to get this thing ironed out.
Yep, we appreciate you sticking with us here on the Yamo Sports Network.
Great ball movement there.
Buries the three. The 6'4" guard from Cleveland played at Anderson University.
Again, this is what we need to see more of from the Wizards, is that right there. Movement of the basketball, getting guys open.
Tough foul underneath. Will Bledsoe be all right?
Regardless, you can't do it.
We got 5 to play.
Nobody's pushing you.
Campbell arguing that he had the spot first.
Ball out underneath. Let's see, I think that's Devon Watson checked in for the boys in purple. Need a little towel on the floor.
Another stoppage, imagine. Yeah, so, you know, you got what, I think 5 minutes exactly,
Yeah.
almost 5:02 to go here. You got some shooters on the court. But the key is not taking these threes right away in the shot clock, getting the basketball moved around and getting a good look at the three, especially with the shooters you got in there right now. Good take by Phil. Good job there underneath again by Campbell. If you're Phil, maybe you got to step back. You got to stop the one-on-one. You got to really start to get into the flow of the game, and that's what was helping him earlier.
Good back down. Kicks out by Walker. Heidelberg off the mark. Inbounds, Alante Gorham bringing it up. A.J. Gorham working it from the free throw line up top. Javon Watson, who checked in. He got hot the last time we saw him here at the Armory and provided some hustle. Scooter Walker, though. Man, Scooty Walker just passes that one ahead. Phil Bessick running the floor well. 20-point lead for the Indiana Lions as the Wizards are all out of sorts here on their home floor.
Yeah, a lot of one-on-one right now. We got to get one of the guards to get back in control of this basketball game.
I think he's got to get a shot to fall, too.
That would help.
Nothing's going in.
But again, that comes from confidence. That comes from not being completely focused and not getting the job done, not finishing at the end like they usually do.
Gerald Campbell, little contact. But the other thing the players need to realize is that they're not going to blow any whistles because this is already
shot.
Alante Gorham.
That's what they need, though. That's a good shot in transition. There's a difference between taking bad shots and good shots. That's a good transition shot right there.
Gerald Campbell. You got Gary
I like
Hoover
this
on.
matchup here. I like this matchup. Gary can stay with him.
Feet inside.
Good job there. Good job there. Nice job of Gary pushing him down to the baseline there. He had help, and now he gets rewarded on the offensive end. Good job, Gary.
Gary Hoover steps through some contact in transition, draws the foul. He'll go to line shooting 2.
Just showing you some glimpses of why he's an all-star. He was an all-star on the basketball in the ABA last year. And having him come off the bench as a sixth man, man, what a weapon he is.
All right, just over 3 to play. Gary Hoover's going to take 2. Foul was on Gerald Campbell. Hoover makes his first.
Getting the under 4 media timeout, of course. Hey, man, that second half, if we can put together 2 straight minutes of basketball, it'll be something else, I think. Hey, listen, the intensity of both teams, they might not have been the happiest. Maybe the coaching staff haven't been the happiest, but hey, the music's been great tonight. It's really, maybe we can get that to sink in, slide in, you know, subliminally one way or another and really turn the atmosphere around here. But, you know, hey, Here's the thing. If you're going to get punched in the mouth, you got to decide right now. The next 3 minutes are going to be huge in this basketball game. You can either go down 30 points at the break, or you can get this thing down to 12.
Coming out of the timeout here. Just about. We can't get to halftime fast enough, it feels like. They got to just reset this whole vibe.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why these next 3 minutes are so important. Get this thing down to, 8 to 12 points. Refocus. Get the energy back in the building from halftime. And you guys will be fine.
16, 3:05 to play. Gary
Nice
Hoover
job.
makes a free throw.
Making them both. Now they got to put together a couple stops here.
T. Williams attacking through the paint, kick out, Phil Bessett. Off the mark, boarded by Brandon Wilkins.
The Lions are doing a great job of getting the mismatches. If they can't hit off the drive themselves, they're kicking it out and getting good open shots. There's a good open shot. Needed it. Man, there's 2 in a row now. Just what you said. If Gorham can get going, look out. We saw him hit 7 or 8.5 here.
There we go, some clapping. Brandon Wilkins getting down. Inviting Scooty Walker to the party.
Nope, don't foul. Good job there by Wilkins, staying on him. Good job there by the help defense. That's a jump ball. That's going this way. Oh, they let him play it. Nice. Benefit of the Wizards there. You got to score here, though. You got to score here.
Jay Farrell keeps
basketball.
it alive. Scooty Walker, good hustle.
Bodies flying everywhere. What are they going to call that? Looks like maybe against the Lions.
To Green. It's going to be Eric Messer.
That's a violent
Scooty
collision
Walker,
there.
Good hustle by Walker, number 11 right there in front of you.
And
You can see him shaking off a little bit. Here we go. Try that court, baby.
So 3:06 to go. They were down, 52 to 36. They've got this thing down to 12 now. Now you might want to get a little greedy, and if you can get it to 6 or 8 in the next 2 minutes, I think you would have to feel great after everything that's happened in this first half.
That would be a good, they would take that all day. 2 minutes even.
This is killing the Lions right now. I mean, with Messer over there, a starter, it looks like it's maybe his, I thought maybe it was his lip or his finger, but it keeps bleeding and he can't stay out on that court.
Yeah, it's from earlier, that contact in the first quarter. And I don't know if he just came down on the ground, but bleeding at the either lip or something like that. Brandon Wilkins backing him down.
Great job there by Wilkins. Great job.
Wilkins.
Good things happen for the Wizards when they set the offense through the low post. Oh, he walked again, right in front of him.
Nothing there, they let it go. Gerald Campbell makes the bucket.
Oh, man. That was the same move he did earlier. Good take by Jay Farrell. That's the first time we've seen that tonight.
At the bucket.
Got it back down to 10 now. This is big, big stop here. You're probably only going to get 1, maybe 2 more possessions here in this half.
Scooty Walker, good curl around, drives, finishes with the right hand.
Phil or Brandon's got to step up in the lane there after Alante lost him.
Wilkins far side up to Alante from 28 feet.
Nailed it.
AJ Gorham.
When he's hitting, he's hitting.
3 straight for AJ. 50 seconds to play, 9-point deficit here in the first half. Crowds come alive again, almost drugged the back foot there.
He did.
Gerald Campbell picks it up, kicks it around to Heidelberg. Heidelberg fouled. AJ Gorham went straight up, but just a big body. I mean, he contact initiated by Heidelberg on the butt. Gets bowled over. Fouls on A.J. Gorham. I think that's his second. So at the line, shooting 2.
Heidelberg got away with a step, too, and you saw Farrell. He just said something again. That's about the 3rd or 4th time he said he traveled. Did look like he got one more step there.
Well, and that ball came up when he was curling around, driving the right side. Got that little high bounce. Either way, the 5'8" guard from Indiana Tech.
He's played a good first half.
Yeah, he has. The whole squad played a very good.
They've stayed poised. They've stayed within their basketball game the entire time. This is probably going to be their last possession. They've got to come away with points here. Great defense, but a good job of crashing underneath. And one. Good job, Phil Bledsoe. That's a great job of taking the body and great defense there by Campbell. But you saw that Williams couldn't get back over in time to help out on the offensive end.
Yeah, fouls on number 10, T. Williams.
Got to make this free throw.
Phil Bledsoe shooting the and one. 19 seconds to play here, just ahead of halftime.
And you would assume Indiana's going to hold it for the last shot. They definitely, oh, good job, Jay.
Farrow rebound.
Yes, all right. We'll take that 2 for 1 there.
15 seconds, last shot, Indiana Lions bringing it up.
They got caught in the trap there. And that's what we don't want right here. All right.
Off the mark, rebound.
At the buzzer. No foul call. Hey, I'll tell you what, I don't think things could have got worse for the Wizards in that first half. They're going to go into the half only down by 7. I think you got to feel great about that.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to send it to halftime right here on the Alamo Sports Network. We'll be back for the conclusion. coming out of halftime here. We are just about underway. Third quarter picking up. DJ, what's Coach Gowdy got to say?
Well, you know, he always drops the gems on us, you know, the little one-liners. Most of the time we're not allowed to repeat them on here, so just have to take those and interact with them later.
All right, gang, well, welcome back. Ryan Dietrich and DJ Minton here on the Yamo Sports Network, live from the Armory, the Columbus Wizards, with a 7-point deficit to the Indiana Lions. I'm not used to saying that one.
Yeah, no, it didn't even sound good.
No, it didn't coming out of halftime. A little physical in the first half. You know, just a rough start getting going. It was very choppy, a lot of delays, a lot of stoppages and plays. So if you're still with us out there tuning in, thank you for being patient with us. You are in for a great half of basketball here, as the Lions have come to play. T. Williams back to Heidelberg, off the mark. Rebound to Alante Gorham.
One offensive possession, one defensive possession, all about execution. And Bill Bledsoe has finally hit one. You said it earlier. Man, it just seems like he's just missing every shot. Eventually they got to go in. And in a blink of an eye, this is a 2-point game.
That's exactly what they wanted coming out of halftime.
This game was 52-36 at one point.
Side up, jump ball. Brandon Wilkins getting his hands down there on Gerald Campbell. Campbell doesn't like it. You can see him shaking his head there in the middle. Big number 30. And that's got to be the focal point for the Wizards here in the second half. He
dominated them.
He did what he wanted.
He did. And we did a great job at the end of that half. Nice job by Williams.
Yeah.
Man, he's played a good game.
Yep. Yeah, him and Scooty Walker, some nice size for the guards out on the wings. They can both get to the bucket.
It's given the Wizards trouble thus far. It really has.
A.J. Gorham trying to keep the streak going. He hit 3 straight going into the half. This is the first one coming out of the half.
But already we're seeing a lot more interaction, a lot more movement with the basketball on both ends by the Wizards. And one shot that time.
Yep. Defensive rebounds, got to get those. Bill Bledsoe. Tillman on the defense. Tillman got the tip.
Oh, great hustle by Farrow.
Jay Farrow, great save. Got Heidelberg right in the gut.
You saw him, he said, my bad. He's just trying to do what he had to do. He didn't really mean to hit him. Where he hit him there, I don't think.
Gorham out underneath, inbounding the ball.
Oh, great job there.
Jared Smith. Kick out to Wilkins off the mark. Tillman rebound.
I know Jared's undersized under there. I like to see him take that up there. He had a shot. That was a great call there.
Drive and kick Jared. You know how he does. On the other side, Heidelberg.
Well, we talked about the Lions having good out-of-bounds plays. That was a great out-of-bounds play there for the Wizards. And again, the big men trying to take over here. Good job by Campbell. Realize Wilkins is
good
struggle
defense.
there, yeah.
Heidelberg drives left hand, doesn't go. Jay Farrow comes away with it, turns it over.
I was just going to say, they've been limiting him to one shot this half, and then the turnover comes back to bite him.
Nice little up and under.
Jay's got to refocus and reharness that energy. He's seems like he's just a little bit off tonight, a little bit out of sorts. He's not playing with that same energy that he typically does and the same passion.
Brandon Wilkins.
Wilkins is, and here comes Bledsoe too. Again, they just keep finding Heidelberg every time and throwing it off of pieces of his body.
And yeah, Bledsoe came crashing down kind of into the back of Campbell. Campbell is looking for some contact call, doesn't get it. He's a little frustrated, but taking it out underneath. Jared Smith.
You can hear Coach Brown from the Lions asking where the foul was.
Tillman steals it.
Good job by Bledsoe.
Right back. Great job by Jared Smith. Kick over to A.J. Gorham. A.J. Gorham for 3.
That's 4 of the last 5. And we talked about the energy that Gary Hoover provided on the initial run that they went on to get this thing back down to like 12 or 15. Gorham is the one who's taken him over the top now recently.
Gerald Campbell trying to get it go for the Lions. Doesn't get the call. Great rebound, T. Williams. And there's the call.
On the floor, so the
Oh.
basket shouldn't count, I don't think.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, he
yep.
did give it to him. Oh, yeah, he did say on the floor for sure. Ball don't lie.
Foul was on A.J. Gorham there. T. Williams misses his free throw. Gets the 2-point bucket to go, though.
I tell you what, man. Bessick got away with a hold down there on Farrow and on the block.
All right, reset on the shot clock here. Through coming out possession, Gerald Smith inbound to the ball. We'll see how Smith is feeling at halftime there. I don't know if he's a little under the weather or not, but he looks, the trash came back there in the locker room, but he's playing through it. If he is sick, we'll see.
Hey, they don't call him the Wizard for nothing, man. He's got some magic. It's just a nice job. I was just going to say, oh, you got to finish that.
How did that not go
Oh,
in?
man, I was just going to say, man, how they've done a great job and how mentally tough they've been throughout this game to hang in there. And that would have been the perfect exclamation point to that.
All right, there's your immediate timeout. Fouls on 55. You heard that. Brandon Wilkins, I think that's his third. Tillman, that was a hard crash, man.
That was a hard
popped
crash.
Right back up. I'm glad he's all right. He hit his head pretty hard. Some commotion over on the Lyons bench. I don't know what they're yelling at each other for, but.
Well, if there's one thing we found out tonight, the three least popular people in the building seem to be the referees.
They're doing their best, keep things under wraps here.
They've done a good job. I mean, all things considered. I understand, I think, they've swallowed the whistle a little bit, maybe trying to make up for a little bit of the time that we were delayed there. And I think that's just kind of both coaches. You heard Coach Gowdy in the first half complaining, now already Coach Brown complaining in this half. All you want is to know what to tell your players. Okay, can we be aggressive in this situation, or do we have to kind of start laying off and not fouling?
All right, out of the timeout. Yeah, that's a very good point there, DJ. It's hard to coach your guys if you don't know what kind of calls you're going to get. So just some consistency, but, tempers on both sides need to just kind of cool down. And like you said, T. Williams, when he was taking the ball on the sideline, the players just want to get out here and play.
Yep. It don't matter if it's physical or not. And here's the other thing. A lot of times if you go to a basketball game, I'll be honest with you, just like that's a perfect example right there. I was just going to say, the players usually do a good job of sorting it out. It's usually the fans and the coaches that get a little too emotional. And so that's where it's important to just kind of follow the lead of the team there. Let your leaders kind of do that.
Yep. That's another good point. Just let the players play. Wilkins on Campbell. Campbell gets called for the offensive. Brandon might have baited him into it a little bit, chested him up a little bit.
And you see Campbell, he's arguing, this is what I've been doing the entire game. You haven't called it. And, of course, the Wizards bench is saying, no, they should have been calling it. We finally got it. But the Wizards right here, here's the thing. They are kind of taking the Lions mentally out of their game. But they have to make sure that that emotion doesn't run too far over on them and they can't execute.
Yep. Yeah, the mental edge. The big part of athletics.
Great look, great finish. Nice job. Jared Smith does such a good job with his eyes. You can't see it a lot of times, man. He just gets those guys to over pursue that are guarding him, and it just makes up for such an easy pass for him. Good hands there.
Smith kept it alive.
And this is the breakneck speed that the Wizards like to play at. Moving the ball, moving around. Here's Jay. He's got the mismatch now. He's got to go at him.
Jay Farrell drives in the right corner.
I think they threw Wilkins down on the other side.
Foul away from the ball.
Hey, maybe a little extra there on the slide from Brandon, but hey, we'll do what we got to do.
Fouls on Phil Bessick, number 5.
Oh, good, no look. Nice. Oh, Jay just can't finish.
He's having a tough time at the rim. Phil Bessick, though, gets the rebound. Lyons push the ball up.
That would have been a huge basket there to get it down to 2. Oh, nice backdoor cut there. Bessick.
Yeah, he's been all over it tonight. All right, Smith bringing it up.
It's all about filling space. There was nobody there, and he just went right to where he needed to.
You got Scooty Walker on from the corner. A.J. Gorham can't get it, coming the other way is Williams. T. Williams, little hezzy.
Now this is, what a finish. This is the pace the Lions got out to that big lead at. So, you know, if you're the Wizards, we talked about they like to run. They've done a better job when they've actually slowed it down tonight. Nice job by Wilkins. He's having a heck of a second half right now.
Yeah, Brandon Wilkins coming in big time.
I tell you, he doesn't get enough love. You know, we gush over Phil, rightfully so. We gush over Gary Hoover, rightfully so. But you know what? Wilkins comes to every game. He plays the same type of game. He's going to be physical, and he's going to finish.
Good ball movement here by the Lions. Scooty Walker for 3 at the horn.
Oh, man.
Shot clock right on cue. Gary Hoover at the bench, going to check in for the Wizards. Bounce pass. Brandon working on Campbell.
He's got him under. He's got him. Oh, that is a great recovery by Campbell.
Big block by.
Just going to say he had him too far under, and it was going to be a bucket. And again, Jay can't finish at the hoop. Big turn of events there. That's a big swing there. Walker again coming up with another big bucket.
8-point lead, Lions. Inch this one up.
Listen, Next Stop's Media, they got to get a little run here and see if they can get this thing back into about a 2 or 3 point game.
Phil Bledsoe off the mark. Scooty Walker backing down Jared Smith with the size advantage. Tries to clear him out. T. Williams, tough finish at the rim.
They don't stop moving. The Lions do such a great job of that. And when we're taking those deep threes and only getting one shot on a possession, it plays right into their hands. The Lions scouting report is impeccable. Every time Jay, good job there by Jared anticipating the lob. Guards know what guards want to do there. I was going to say, though, they're doing a great job. Every time Jay beats his man, 2 guys are coming over from the Lions. They're willing to let other guys get the basketball. They're not going to let Jay beat them. And while a lot of guys have stepped up, they're going to have to continue to.
Campbell crashes
Great
into the
job.
paint. Kind of fumbles it out of bounds. Had Wilkins hanging on him. Get the call, a little frustrated there. All right, A.J. Gorham bringing it up. And that's a bad handoff. Alante Gorham and Jared Smith tie themselves up against the sideline.
Yeah, and he was trying to get the timeout and didn't get it.
Well, I thought he was yelling for it as a timeout, too.
That's a great job, though, by the Lions, recognizing that and immediately trapping.
Gerald Campbell, big baseline drive.
Sign of a great basketball team. And Campbell, you know what? That's a sign of a great basketball player. Things haven't gone his way. He did a great job of staying with it there. Oh,
Jay Farrell drives the paint, spins, puts it up. Foul is on Phil Bessick.
Again, though, they're sliding over. They didn't get that third guy that time, and that's why Jay was able to get fouled and get a shot up.
All right, we're going to step away for just a minute here on the Alamo Sports Network.
shout out to yesterday's paper. Their Instagram handle is at yesterday'spaper_. They are the uniform merchandise partner with the Columbus Wizards. So thank you, yesterday's paper.
Two shots at the line, Jay Farrow. He got fouled by Phil Bessick. We've got 3:44 remaining here in the third quarter. Coming out of a media timeout. Just to mention again, go to the columbuswizards.com/tickets and you can check out the Shizuoka Gym Rats from Japan coming into town next Saturday night at 7 p.m. That's going to be awesome.
We got to get K-Dog to realize Jay's last name is Farrow. Keeps calling him Faro. What's going on here? Good shot. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, we talk about it on every telecast. You do a great job of kind of setting the atmosphere that we have here, and they do a great job of making it family-oriented, but also good shot, Jay. Also, get to see a team internationally, and some of these guys who have gotten to play in Central and South America get an idea of what it's like in Japan to play. It's perfect. It's awesome.
I've actually been to Japan.
Oh, dude, that is amazing.
Yeah, I spent 3 weeks over there. As the Lions throw it away, Scooty Walker, a rare mistake from him. He's had a solid effort tonight.
He really has.
He made just a little miscomm. He was looking for Campbell up at the top of the key.
Oh, good move. Good hesitation by Smith.
Just a little short there.
That's
Scooty Walker, yeah, a little tripped up.
And that was a good job. It's something that probably goes unnoticed and won't be on the stat sheet. Alante did a good job of just barely getting his hand on that to force him to kind of start tripping over himself.
Well, we got a couple here at the bench. Javon Watson and Gary Hoover going to check in next. Dead ball.
You got to come past half court, bro. What are you saying?
They're just, and you're going to have a ball out in front of the bench right here.
You need to read the rules. I need to come
A.J. Gorham.
Yeah, basically.
A.J. Gorham inbounds to Gary Hoover. And there's just a little dose of what we get here from the sports table.
Sometimes I don't know if it's better if we talk over that or just enjoy it.
Yeah,
Got away with a step there.
Yep. That was Coach Tyrell.
What they were looking for, and that's why he's in there. Right before he went in, all three coaches came over and said, "You're going in to shoot. You're going in to shoot." And that's exactly what he did.
Javon Watson, big three.
You talk about him and Gorham on the court at the same time. Those are two lethal shooters.
Yeah, he's really coming into his own last month or two. Scooty Walker turns it over.
Again, another turnover. That's 2 in a row. Oh, he wanted that. He'll take it. Timeout, Indiana. Now the building's back in it, and these are the Wizards that we're used to seeing, creating havoc off of turnovers. We got a 3-point game.
Time. coming out of the timeout. 2:19 to play here in the third. Wizards still trailing just by 3, though.
The momentum has shifted now. It's important that they keep it. Every time they've grabbed it, the Lions have done a great job of taking the game back over. And one of the ways they've done that is giving the ball to this guy right here, Campbell.
Campbell working on Bledsoe. Can't get it to fall. Alante Gorham with the rebound.
That was a heck of a move still by Campbell.
Yeah. A.J. Gorham
To tie it. You got the 2 best shooters in the ABA out on the court at the same time, and they just brought him back into this thing.
We got a tie ball game.
Hey, you promised a second half that would be worth sticking around for, and you did not disappoint. And a charge, great job by Gorham. He's doing all the little things on defense tonight.
My goodness. That's a tough charge taken there.
Tell you what a game Gorham is playing.
As the towel crew gets the job done at the far end. $1:35 remaining here in the third. Jared Smith takes the inbound.
And to your point, Smith has done a good job in this half of taking over and taking charge of the offense when it's broke down. And because of that, they're getting more movement and they're getting the shots they want from their shooters. There's another shot. Oh!
Watson off the mark, rebounded by Campbell.
Man, that looked like that was going in.
Coming the other way, here we go. 60-second mark. Alante Gorham. Bledsoe, nice Euro step, blocked by
Great
Tillman.
block. Great defensive play there. That was a huge
Williams.
stop.
Yeah, contact there from Phil.
Phil went right through him to get to the basketball.
We might have got a hand on, maybe got a slight poke, but just bullied him over in the way, so he'll get called for the foul. Lyons will take it out underneath.
And they've been great
Wizards
today.
want a sub. Jay Farrow coming in for Alante Gorham out underneath.
I was going to say the Lions have been great at executing on these inbound plays all day.
Eric Messer out underneath. Gerald Campbell going to work the baseline and Bledsoe.
He stepped out. Great job by Smith to recognize he could trap underneath. I think Campbell was arguing that he got into his position, but it didn't matter. He dribbled it out of bounds.
Step that, force him down low. Here we go. Javon Watson wide open.
Got to make that, baby.
Too much time, too open.
Too long to think about it.
Tillman rebounds.
But hey, that's what he's in there for. That's okay. That's all right. That's a good shot.
20 seconds to play in the third. Eric Messer. High finish, can't get it to go. Jay Farrow rebound.
We talk about he's one of their more talented players. He's had a hard time staying in the game. Foul there by Campbell. If Campbell would have just stayed down there, I don't know that he had complete possession of that basketball. He might have got lucky.
Gerald Campbell called for the foul. He pulled over Javon Watson, who's a little shaken up on the play. Heidelberg checks in for Scooty Walker.
9 seconds now. You want to get ball movement here, and I think your first option's Jay, and then after that, you're going to have to try to move it quick and try to get one of your shooters open here.
Gary Hoover, release up top. Jared Smith for 3. In and out.
Off the backboard. You're going to still have a shot at the buzzer.
Tillman, the runner, doesn't get it to go. And there's the horn. We got a tie game at the end of the third. All square.
Have a tie game, 75 apiece.
All righty, folks. Man, tensions are high. Tie game basically just started over. We're going to have 12 minutes to play, and We're going to step aside for just a second here on the Yamo Sports Network.
We'd like to give a shout out to Archer Energy.
Javon Watson coming the other way. Runs into Heidelberg. And Heidelberg is called for the foul. All right, 75 all.
That was a great block on the other end to start on the defensive side there. That's what makes Phil so good. He is now starting to understand the moves that Campbell has. He's anticipating them. He's being able to take risks on defense, and great job that last time.
Good hands. T. Williams pokes it out. Reset Wizards. Gary Hoover for three. Low arcing three. Messer gets the board. Eric Messer had the bloodied lip in the first quarter, but he's got a little butterfly bandage and all set and ready to roll.
And he's an important part of this basketball team. Not having him in that first half was big.
Elevates. Jay Farrow brings the hand down. No bucket. We'll go to the line shooting two.
Well, now, plenty of time in this fourth quarter, but in these next 4 or 5 minutes, these possessions are going to get more and more important. You can't be going down and having empty possessions if you're either team. And that right there has been helping the Wizards get back in this thing. They've been able to shoot free throws pretty good while the Lions have struggled at the line.
Williams misses the first.
Missed them both.
Misses them both.
That was big. That was big. Now you got to execute on the other end to overcome that and get points off of that.
It was a nice break for the Wizards. Javon Watson drive kick.
Great
left
kick.
corner.
Great
Jay.
kick.
Way off.
Good
Gary
job,
Hoover.
Gary Hoover. What an athlete he is.
Rebound Tillman.
Almost had another one there.
Tillman.
Great job of running the floor by Tillman. That's an excellent job of filling space, going straight toward the bucket and finishing with emphatic.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah.
Leon Tillman throws it down, puts his team up. Good defense by the Lions here has got the offense flustered by the Wizards. Shot clock about to go. Bledsoe launches it.
Still nearly banked it in. Now, the Wizards got to kind of settle down here, regroup on this defensive end, and put together another stop. They got the mismatch they want, though. Good help there. Great job, Watson.
Jay Farrow
Great take,
driving
Jay. Great take. Great job absorbing contact from two guys there. of game warning.
Oh, there we go. Delay of game warning there. I didn't catch the number. Must have been on Jay. Dragging his pad. He thought he got fouled. So here we go. 9:50 to play in the fourth.
Good take by Campbell. That crossover is just good enough that he's getting the defender, whether it's Bledsoe or whether he's getting the mismatch down below, on his hip, and he's able to they have to go across his body to foul him.
Yeah, Phil Bledsoe called for the foul. Good take by Gerald Campbell at the line. Makes the first. Substitution. Brandon Wilkins checks himself in. Phil Bledsoe comes out.
Just quick breather, I'm assuming, for Phil, and they'll probably go him in for Hoover here in a few minutes. Although if I'm Coach Gowdy, I might think him for Watkins. Then you've got really a huge advantage on the offensive boards if you had Wilkins, Hoover, and Bledsoe in there.
Rejected. But I think the foul is going to be on number 21. That's Leon Tillman.
Well, Tillman had help from Campbell, but just a great job there by Wilkins of being strong, and the only thing he could do was go over top of him.
Yeah, Campbell at the block. Tillman called for the foul. Brandon Wilkins at the line shooting 2. Alante Gorham checks in for the Wizards. Javon Watson checks out. Brandon Wilkins makes his first. He's at the line shooting his second. Whistle. Blood on the ball. Brandon Wilkins got some blood on him or something. No, he got blood on the ball. Oh, why they don't just change the ball out. So give us just a sec. They're going to get a towel. Wipe the ball off. They don't get... Give us just a moment. I'm going to step aside here, give us a breather. We'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got a new ball. The other ball had blood on it. Brandon Wilkins doesn't need to go anywhere. He had some on his thumb. Taped it up. Here we go. Hopefully the last delay. 9:28
We had a great
to play.
third quarter, man. It was awesome.
Snoop. One out of 4 ain't
Right,
bad, I
yeah.
guess.
Well, and the pace that these guys can both play at. Oh, man.
T. Williams.
They're getting away. Yeah, I think I agree with Coach over there, but Wizards got bailed out of that one, man. That looked like a continuous bucket.
Out underneath, that's T. Williams' drive. That was a good take by him.
That was a great take.
And good finish. Foul's called on the floor. Gerald Campbell backs him down.
Good job of helping by Hoover, staying up. Great job by both of Hoover and Wilkins on the double team there.
Yep. Tough finish by Campbell. Can't get it to go. It's a high ball game, folks.
They had Hoover underneath there for a moment.
Tough defense from the Lions. Wilkins maybe selling that one.
Oh, a little bit, but that's what it's all about, man.
Campbell gets the rebound. Brandon Wilkins steps through and doesn't get done.
Oh, what a look, and again, once again, Tillman. Leon Tillman doing a great job of running in transition, and they're doing a great job of finding him and rewarding him.
Great dish and feed. Brandon Wilkins from the stripe. Oh, can't get it to go. Jared Smith, good rebound. Throws it into the knee of Campbell, and Heidelberg comes out with it. Headed the other way are the Lions with a 2-point lead, 8:15 to go.
Good job by Heidelberg pulling that basketball back, resetting it. We're getting to the point that I was talking about. We're about a minute or two away from where you're only going to get a handful of possessions after that. Great job by Campbell.
Smooth jumper.
Hey, he said, listen, if I'm having trouble going down low and you're going to double team me down low, I'll hit you with my jumper, and that's a great job.
Jay Farrell called for the foul. Oh, excuse me. Heidelberg. Heidelberg called for the foul.
Just when we get a little action, we get our media timeout.
Under the 8-minute mark. Sends us to the media timeout, folks.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to announce that next weekend, next Saturday, the Columbus Wizards will be hosting an international showdown against the Shinoku Gym Rats from Shinoku, Japan. We would like everybody in attendance tonight to be here next week so we can pack house and really create a good environment for visiting to next weekend. Also like to give a shout out to Greater Morgan, silver sponsor of the Columbus Wizards. A legacy of over 50 years, they're a warm and friendly atmosphere, simple and welcoming to the bottom of the last game on the showroom floor. Thank you, Greater Morgan.
Coming out of the timeout. Wizards ball inbound.
That's the ball movement they wanted. Great take. That's a nice take there. Good job. Once again, it seems like every single time that Heidelberg picks his moments, it's always when they've been able to clear out the middle and he can just beat Smith one-on-one.
Yep. He's doing a good job as he gets to the free throw line, misses his first.
This is, like I said a little bit earlier, this is one thing that is really helping out the Columbus Wizards right now is the Lions have struggled at the free throw line.
Heidelberg second, no good. Yeah, 4-point lead. You missed
Yeah.
both of them. That's huge. Coming the other way. Delonte Gorham, good defense by Messer.
That was a great job there. They nearly got the 5 seconds on Smith.
Delonte Gorham for three.
Oh, got the bank. Hey,
Still
good
counts.
shooters get shots like that to go in.
Still counts, baby. Down one, 7 remaining. Heidelberg kicks it back to Williams, feed inside to Tillman. Leon Tillman drop, step, and finish. Great work by the big man.
He's had a great second half.
Jared Smith bringing the ball up for the Wizards.
That's not easy to score down there with Hoover and Bledsoe down there.
Delonte Gorham again sells it. No call, ball out of bounds. They're saying it's tipped by Heidelberg. So it'll be Wizards ball out underneath off the tip.
That's the only time you never want to say you blocked a shot, right?
Yep. All right, get the dry squad down here. Towel up a little bit. All right, 6:29 to play. Tight game. Ball out underneath. We'll see what the Wizards have got for an inbounds play. Five on the shot clock. Bledsoe lets it fly.
And you're getting down into those shot clock situations where 5-6 seconds left, and you got to get it into Jay Farrow's hands. I know he struggled, but this is the time when big players bail themselves out and bail teams out. And I think you still got to feed him the basketball.
Yeah, and drive. I mean, I know you got 5, but Messer for 3.
Wow.
How did that go? Off the rim, off the board, and right back in. Extends the lead to 6. Just under the 6-minute mark, halfway through the fourth.
And now we're at the point I've been talking about the entire fourth quarter. These are the possessions that are going to matter and make or break this basketball game right now. You can't have empty possessions.
Garrett Smith bails him out.
Great shot there, and that's a good job of calling Wilkins up to set the pick for him. And he recognized that the Lions both backed off because they were going to switch to see which way he was going to drive. Had enough room to hit the 3.
Well, and the Wizards have got to move off the ball. Brandon Wilkins blocks it out of bounds.
He traveled first.
Looked like Smith might have fouled him, but then he did travel, and then the ball goes out of bounds. Couple no calls there.
Ty goes.
Shut him up.
Ty goes to the runner. Ball out underneath. Tillman.
Shut him up.
Williams around the curl, feet inside, tipped out of bounds by Jay Farrow.
Great job of Jay getting on top.
4 seconds. 4 seconds.
I think the camera guy just took one off the dome down there underneath. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
That's crazy.
Bledsoe and Tillman down underneath.
Hey, shut up.
Coach Gowdy in there doing a little chit-chatting. Talking to Campbell, 2 seconds. All right, play on. No bucket for the Teal. 3-point lead for the Lions.
And that becomes such a huge play by Farrow, getting on top of Tillman, who had been driving to the bucket all day and making shots.
Jared Smith, that one was tipped, I think. Gary Hoover goes crashing into some kids. Always a front seat here at the Armory. 4:47 remaining. Lions with the ball. Heidelberg working it across half court. He looks to Brown for a signal, feeds it inside to Tillman. Tillman and Bledsoe. This has been their go-to lately, just get someone underneath.
Yeah.
And work the baseline.
Good job again. It was Smith earlier, Farrow now, using that baseline as the extra defender.
And Tillman, I think, was untouched there. He just, I think, lost bearing of where he was at. Too far underneath. And here we go. Purple with the ball.
Tillman and Campbell have played a great game underneath for the Lions.
We got a sub checking in here. Lante Gorham wants to get in the game.
Now this will be interesting. Smith is going to need a breather, but you got to get him right back in there, especially because we just saw Alante come out with cramps. If the Lions are able to press, this could be an issue.
See what the call is here. Thought a little contact there. Campbell, body up on the defense. There's the lightest call of the evening.
It really has been. Well, and we talked about that earlier. Whether you're the coach of the Lions or the Wizards right now, you just want to know what they're going to call.
Yep.
Oh, nice job there. No one filled in. Great job of recognizing that.
Well, yeah, he turned around. Nobody was there. Caught him by surprise.
Yeah.
He takes it to the rack. Tillman steps across the lane and fouls him on the uptake.
I think he was thinking the same thing I was thinking. Is somebody really not going to guard me?
All right. All right, little clock. A little clock issue here. Let it go a little long.
That's a great job of the Lions. This is our fault that we haven't got the young woman's name that's at the end there for the Lions that's helping them out. She has kept us on track 3 or 4 times today, so thank you to her.
Yeah, she just kind of gives a little smirk. 4:13 on the clock. Gary Hoover.
Hoover's hit, I believe, all but one of his free throws, and this next one is so important.
Got that to go. Wizards trailing by 1. 4:10 to play. Next stoppage will be the media timeout. Campbell working on Wilkins.
It'll be interesting to see what both coaches go with in that last 4 minutes. Who are we going to finish the game with?
Battle underneath. Phil Bessick was trying to grab the rebound. Let's see who the foul is on.
There was 3 Wizards down there.
Yeah, foul's on Wilkins. He didn't like that call. And I just mentioned a minute ago, the media timeout under 4-minute mark. Here we go. We are going to step aside here on the AMO Sports Network. All right, there's the whistle. The Lions are the first one out of the timeout. As you can hear, a little Space Jam going in the background. Disney night again. Once again, the ColumbusWizards.com/tickets. You come check out the Shizuoka Gym Rats next Saturday here at the Armory. That's going to be awesome.
We got a handful of games coming up at home, too. Only one more away game. Nice. Finish. Another out-of-bounds play executed perfectly by the Lions. All day, the Wizards haven't stopped that flasher.
Yeah, T. Williams just wide open basket cut. Collects and finishes. Extends their lead to 3. Gorham to Hoover. Poked away from behind.
Oh, great defense there.
3 on 2.
Oh, this would be big.
Scooty Walker.
Huge shot by Walker. You talked about him earlier. It seemed like every time Columbus got back into the game earlier, Walker was the one who hit a big shot, and he hit it. That might be the biggest shot of the night.
Yeah, 6-point lead by the Lions. Scooty Walker, big one. He's guarding Bledsoe now. Bledsoe drives. You can see him raise his hand. The first person to admit they fouled someone this evening,
Right.
I love to see it. Scooty Walker called for it. But you can see their arms just got kind of hooked up.
No, and he's telling them, look, man, I fouled him, but he's hooking me. He's pushing me.
I mean, you know, 2 bulls going at it, kind of lock horns. Well, I don't know how else you stop Phil Bledsoe other than just foul.
Do what you did. Yep. Foul him. That's what you have to do, man.
He makes his first. Wizards trail by 5. Important free throws. You've said it all night. Well,
And the Wizards are hitting them. The Wizards are hitting them.
And how about those 4 technical free throws at the beginning?
I don't want to bring it up
of the
just
game?
yet, but yeah, I've noticed there's been a few times in this fourth quarter where it's been a 4-point game.
Gerald
Right
Campbell.
move.
What a
Campbell with a beautiful low ball. I mean, that is just something that you get taught in elementary that not enough people use. That is a great move. You get enough space right off the glass.
dude, and to have the touch off the glass from that sharp angle. Ooh, Brandon Wilkins.
These two guys
flexing on him.
been going at it tonight. This has been a great battle down low.
Yeah, this big boy basketball. You want to see some old school. Not many three-pointers tonight.
No.
All inside. Here it is again. 4-point lead. 2:25 to play. Campbell.
Great job of coming over and helping. Now you got to get on a great job by Hoover. This is the lineup I was talking about. This is what was hurting them earlier. Whenever there was a big man helping, they didn't have that weak side rebounder. And right now they got Gary Hoover in there to do that. Now this is when Jay's got to go to work.
He's got Messer on him. Wilkins at the free throw line. Gary Hoover working the baseline, steps into Campbell.
No call. Oh, what a shot! Right at the end of the shot clock. Biggest shot of the night right there.
Phil Bledsoe for 3. They trail by 2. $1:40 to play.
You can't ask for anything better than this. Oh, that's a bad late call. Especially when we've seen the activity and the amount of aggressive play we've seen down low from both teams that they've allowed to call that far away from the bucket. You hate to see that.
And maybe just, clear
And
view of it.
Yeah, I'm
Just
sure he did.
Slapped
But
him right
man,
on the elbow. Tough.
That is a tough one.
Tough one. So, yep, fouls on Brandon Wilkins.
Well, the silver lining is what? The Lions have struggled at the free throw line, right?
Yep.
So even if they miss one of these, you got a one-possession game.
Yeah, and for those that maybe tuned in late, weren't here for the beginning of it, there were just some technical issues. Well, wait till the PA finishes.
Please go to AGC Automotive for all your auto glass replacement needs. So thank you, AGC.
But as I was saying, if you
Shout
caught,
out to yesterday's paper. Their Instagram handle is
He's got a feed into our feed, I think.
they are the official uniform and merchandise partner for Columbus.
with those that tuned in late, maybe didn't catch the beginning, we had some technical issues here. They were trying to get, let's see, the shot clock and the red light and get the scoreboard working.
Yeah, it was
so
tough.
there's a home court delay,
Yeah.
so they had to shoot 4 technical foul free throws. I believe one was the scoreboard, one was the shot clock, not having those ready or whatever.
And the guy going to the line right now hit all 4 of them.
That's right.
These are going to be the most important 2 that he's had tonight.
So to start the game, the Lions were up 4-0 before the clock even started. So that those 4 technical fouls coming in big right now. And Gerald Campbell is at the free throw line. Shooting 2.
Big free throw.
Nothing to it.
And interesting to see how much confidence, I would say, that the Lions have. No one even down there to offensive rebound.
Yeah, well, they got to stay back.
It'll be interesting to see if that comes back to haunt them.
3-point
Now-
game, $130. Just short. Bledsoe gets his own rebound. Alante Gorham.
That's the guy you want to shoot it. Oh, great job, Phil. Straight back up.
Battle underneath.
Oh, what
Phil
a
Bledsoe.
move! What a move!
Phil Bledsoe somehow.
That is an all-time professional move right there by Phil Bledsoe. That's what big players do, make big shots. Huge shot.
Wizards down 1.
That's a charge.
Campbell.
You can't dip the shoulder. If he would have just bodied him like he has been all night, he would have got the block call there, but he dipped his shoulder.
Gerald Campbell. And you could hear, I don't know if
He
you heard
said
that,
he
but he said,
didn't,
I
yeah.
never dropped the shoulder.
Well,
The foul's on Gerald Campbell, number 30, called for the charge underneath.
At least two of us thought differently.
Yep. Well, you could hear Campbell. Well, Campbell said it. I never dropped that shoulder. That's 5 on Campbell. Jay Farrell coming up.
This is the guy who I think needs the basketball right now. Unselfish pass, way to find the open shooter. Wow! What a great job of finding the open shooter, and how did they leave Alante Gorham that wide open?
The 2-point lead by the Wizards. And after a big three-pointer from A.J. Gorham, we're going to have a timeout.
And this is as loud as this building's been all night.
Indiana Lions down 2. Coach Brown with the timeout. We're going to talk it over. A good look at the crowd bumping in here. DJ Big Dog, El Perro Grande Espanol.
All right.
Got him going.
You also brush up on your Japanese for next week. It's a little international there, right there. And
I love it. All the kids in the building. Always a good time there, getting them on their feet. All right, out of the timeout we go. 98-96. Wizards 2-point lead. Scooty Walker on the inbounds.
talk about
Eric
a big
Messer.
possession. This is huge for Indiana. Now they're going to switch everything like they have all night if you're the Wizards, so you got to help out on defense.
Brandon
Wilkins had him. He just let him go. He didn't have the basketball under control. I think he would have lost it.
He just armed straight across him.
And this is not the guy you want at the free throw line either.
Brandon Wilkins called for the foul. I think that's his fifth, hopefully not his sixth. 17 fouls on the Wizards, so that'll send him into the bonus. But he's at the line shooting two. Big miss by Campbell.
He's missed 2 in a row now. And I tell you, this is what happens when they play the physical type of game that both of these teams have played. You get tired at the end of these games, and these shots come back to haunt you sometimes.
Man, it's hot in here. Campbell makes the second. First down one. Full court pressure. I think Coach Gowdy called a timeout from over here.
Now they're discussing if there was an 8 seconds before the timeout. That was close. It really was close. Farrow lost the basketball for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that's tough. Wait to see what the refs got to say. As they look. We got a foul on 5 blue. That's
Man, I tell you what. So they called the foul on Farrow, trying to get. So I think that will send him to the free throw line. Man, that was a lot of confusion. There was 41 seconds left, I think, on the clock when they started that.
I think you're right.
So I think they got away with the 8 seconds. I mean, geez, even if it was a 10-second. But then I think it sounds like they're calling the foul on Farrow during the loose ball before he ever. Man, that's a tough call.
Well, and this is something that's very simple, but to communication, the refs are referring to the Wizards as the blue team, and the Lions
are getting confused.
Well, in the score, the guy at the score table, when they said the blue team, they thinking it's on the Lions, but so there's just one more caveat that like gets thrown into this whole mix between everybody running the score table, shot clock, and then the refs.
And they're still discussing something.
But 30 seconds on the clock. I thought, wait to see. There's 8 team fouls on the Wizards, so if that's on Jay Farrow and the Columbus Wizards, they'll go to the line shooting bonus.
Yeah. And Williams is already just standing. He's been standing. He came off the line just for a second to talk to Coach Brown. He's been standing at the free throw line this entire time, just waiting.
What's the call? Hey, fellas, let's back up. Let's back up. Let's back up.
They called it on.
Some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's crazy. These dudes was beat.
Some secondary commentary from the Columbus bench over here, right up front. So there, again, I apologize, but the situation on the floor, there was a whistle called in the backcourt. They're taking the coaches down there.
I think maybe this is what's going on. The confusion of the colors. You're right, because Jay's screaming right now at him. How could I have fouled when I didn't have the basketball? And that is exactly what he called, was a loose ball foul. But you can see these two refs are trying to get away from each other so he can kind of help him remember maybe what happened. Man, this is a huge turn of events here.
And it's unfortunate because we don't have the one night we don't have replay.
Right.
I wish I'd go back and check this tape.
And again, it sounds like they're trying to call a loose ball foul there.
On Jay.
And again, we don't have that replay, but if you can remember back, he was getting pushed. If anything, he got fouled.
Right. All right, media timeout. We're going to step aside while they sort all this out. You're on the Yamo Sports Network. Sit tight, folks. We're going to be just back in a minute. Go to the refs. We're still at a timeout, folks, just so you're out there. They're having a scoreboard issue now on top of all of this. But the final word was that Alante Gorham got the timeout off. So it's a timeout, Wizards.
Trying to listen there, man. It's just complete chaos right now. I think both teams probably have a gripe no matter where you're calling this and how you're calling this. Obviously, the Wizards have to be asking themselves, how could you call a foul on Jay on a loose ball, which they appeared to do originally? Then now it's been overruled by one of the other referees saying he actually awarded the timeout before the foul was called. And, of course, that brought Coach Brown out onto the court.
So, yeah, just a lot of confusion. And the final conclusion, we got 30 seconds left. We got no scoreboard.
I don't know how we're going to keep. I don't know what they're doing here. Just timeout call here.
So
that's a smart move there. That's a smart move by Coach Brown. He's going to get his guys over here to regroup them and let them know, hey, all we need is a stop. They're only down 1 point. They're going to have plenty of time, and they can get a stop and still have, what did you say, 30 seconds? So they're still, even with the shot clock violation, we have 13 seconds left in the game. So plenty of time. They don't have to foul here.
However, I don't know how the basketball team does these things if they don't have a clock to work off of. But just the lady at the scoreboard is keeping it. That's kind of tough there. So.
That is not going to work, I don't think. Not especially with the way that this game is gone. I don't think anybody in this building is going to want to have the game end that way. But once again, just like before, we're getting our people on it.
We're doing what we can to see what's going on, but
again, we were kind of put in the on the back side here of this, kind of out of the Wizards' control. Kind of some of the technical difficulties that we've had today. Some of it in their control, some of it out. But man, the credit is as emotional as this game has been. To the credit of both teams, man, they've stayed cool-headed. The players, for the most part, have. And of course, if you're Coach Gowdy or Coach Brown, I understand why you would be hot the entire game, man. It's just been a very, and it's kind of been the theme of the night. It's just an inconsistent, weird, choppy, crazy game. And I think the refs got caught up in it too. Getting Katie and Hannah to help us out. Bailed us out again.
No, then I got rid of my.
So 30 seconds to go. Wizards basketball.
Now let me see if I can get my scoreboard up. Here we go.
That's who you want the ball to go to. And I don't think they were trying to foul there. The momentum just kind of went over. Oh, and Jay's down.
Jay fell down.
There's not, if I said there was not a lot of room on the sidelines here, that would be an understatement. There's literally no room on the sidelines here.
Yeah, so.
And it looks like maybe he banged his knee or something, or he might have collided with one of the other players. I don't think the Lions were trying to foul there. I think what they were just trying to do is try to trap, and the momentum rolled into Jay.
All right, there you go. Thank you, DJ. Yep, good description of what's going on there. So back out again.
And only 1 second went off the clock.
Yep. All right, Coach Gowdy getting in the middle of things where he doesn't need to be.
No, and that is the problem.
And now you got the rest of the Lions crew getting out here.
Please remain in your seats. Once again, please remain in your seats.
So we're still at timeout here. Apologize to the fans. So a couple of the coaches got out there, and now we've just got fans and everybody getting out there.
It's the same.
Okay. Shot clock reset, 1 point ball game. If you're still with us, Scooty Walker hugging Jay Farrow as he curls around. Number 11 called for the foul right there at the top of the arc. You could see that.
Smart job there by Coach Brown. Get the foul before any time goes off. Force him to go to the free throw line. And most of the time I would say you don't want this guy there. He struggled tonight, but this is what it's all about. Big players making big shots.
1 shot, number 5, Jay Farrow.
Jay Farrow at the line. He's got
2 shots, sorry. 2 shots, number 5.
Jay. You could tell he kind of balked like a pitcher almost on his release. That wasn't a smooth. He hesitated. Scooty Walker in the middle of the lane.
Could be something to do. Could be fact of that leg, or it could be that guy keeps calling him Faro.
Right. All right, Jay, refocus here. Up 1, important free throw. A little better release.
Nice job, hit it.
2-point
But
lead.
still a 1-possession game. You can hold for the last shot here, and the way the Lions have executed all night long, that's probably what they're going to do.
Shot clock is off. Campbell,
What a
turn
play
around.
by Campbell.
12 seconds.
He's played huge all night long. What a shot.
Inbound, Jay Farrow bringing the ball up. Tie ball game, 10 seconds to play.
This is it. This is the
6
play.
seconds.
And there's a
Turnover,
steal,
Scooty
huge
Walker.
steal. At the buzzer. Oh, we're going to overtime. What a huge steal by the Lions.
Wow, Scooty Walker at the buzzer. Couldn't get it to go.
That was huge. All night long they've been trapping Jay and double teaming him, and they nearly won off of the steal there.
T. Williams right here at half court gets the steal. I wasn't sure if he was going to take it and
I
finish.
thought so too.
That's a tough decision.
That is tough. And he dropped it off perfectly though. And you talk about the guy that's been hitting all the shots tonight. Man, if Walker would have hit that.
That was a tough one though. He was
off
going
balance.
to the side, off balance.
But how apropos, the last play of the game, the Lions' biggest player, Campbell, of the night, finishes strong. He started the game off with the 4 free throws to lead him and comes up with a huge shot at the end of regulation to tie this basketball game.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Campbell's turnaround at the baseline was...
I mean, he has, you know, we talk about Phil Bledsoe. Obviously, we're gonna be, you know, really, really biased when it comes to these Wizards players. But, man, the Lions are one hell of a basketball team. And Campbell is every bit of one of the best players I've seen in the ABA.
He does, and I remembered him from last year. He's just got a sneaky good game.
He does.
Not flashy, but man, he can kill you in a bunch of ways.
So the overtime's 3 minutes. We've never seen an overtime game. First time for Yamo Media here.
Yep, that is a first.
Get some free basketball here.
3 minutes. 2 timeouts apiece. Gonna check the rules here.
Where's Chad? Where's Chad?
Just a 1 second here as they get things rounded up. I'm gonna step aside while we converse in the middle of us. All right, here we go. 3 minutes. All right, Tillman, Garrett Hoover at the circle. Tillman with the jump.
And I'm not sure if you caught it. I think he said 4 fouls, and that'll put him into the bonus.
14 fouls will put him into the bonus. a player gets 2 fouls and then 3 to foul out. Brandon Wilkins, no contact, no call. A lot of contact, no call. Tie game, here we go the other way. 1 and done. Monte Gorham. Wilkins working down low. He's got the seal on Tillman. Drops it to
great
Hoover.
job. Oh, nice recovery by Campbell.
Gerald Campbell, what a block.
Hoover did a great job of filling the lane there. I thought that was going to be an easy bucket. Oh, and they left Walker wide open. And he's hit big shot after big shot tonight.
Scooty Walker.
None bigger than that one right there. Now, you don't have to push too hard. You still got 2 minutes. Get to a 2-pointer. Great job by Jay taking it. And cannot finish again.
T. Williams, strong rebound underneath for the Lions. Jay Farrell called for the foul.
Now, if you're the Wizards, you got to get a stop here. You're going to get the ball back probably with about 1:40 to go.
T. Williams with it, working defense. Jay Farrow, tough defense. About got us another foul.
Oh, lost him though, and Walker with a great finish,
Scooty
man.
Walker, 5 points here in overtime.
He noticed it too. He saw Jay's back turn, and as soon as he did, straight down the lane.
Yep, good heads-up recognition.
Now you need a big bucket here from one of your stars. Good job by Phil.
Williams, a lot of defense. Pushing up into Bledsoe. Foul's gonna be on number 10, T. Williams.
Now with the lineup you have in here where you're gaining offensive rebounds and good defense in the post, you're losing some of your shooters right now. And they took Farrow out. I know he struggled, but again, I think I have to have him out on that court right now.
Brandon Wilkins backs down Tillman. Good defense inside by the Lions.
Wilkins had him. He turned left into the lane, and right there was Campbell coming over to help. I think if he would have just stayed going the other way, he would have been fine. Walker looks like he's starting to cramp too a little bit here. So Gorham and Walker both covering each other. And to say that they need a stop right now is an understatement.
Yeah.
With only a minute to go, minute and a half.
Good hustle
good
by
job.
Gorham.
Everybody.
Gary Hoover causes the turnover, kind of. You said group effort. Here we go, Jared Smith.
And they didn't get the timeout. They finally got the 7-second call the Lions were looking for at the end of regulation.
Yikes.
That press has really given them a hard time tonight. And of course, you know, one guy that we haven't seen tonight that wasn't available with us is Nick Guccia. He's a bigger guard, and you wonder if he could maybe possibly been helping with this.
He would have had a fit tonight. Speaking about, people keeping their mouths shut. Here we go, 5-point lead. Gerald Campbell. Off the glass, what
that shot is beautiful. Man, what a huge shot.
That's a dagger. That really deflated it. 58 seconds to play. Wizards looking flat now after that dagger from Campbell. A.J. Gorham for 3. Desperation.
Nice
got
shot by A.J. But you got to get a stop. You almost got to probably start thinking about fouling here if you're Gowdy, especially the way that the Lions have struggled at the free throw line.
30 seconds on the clock. Good job by the ref there.
Again, down 5. I think you're going to have to foul early. You can't let them have an entire possession here.
T. Williams with the ball.
Well, you definitely got to get up on them and make them move here.
Just let the shot clock 10 seconds. Heidelberg drives. Kick out to Williams. Campbell. 3 on the shot clock. Lets it rip.
Got to grab the ball, though. Oh,
Short
that's why I
Heidelberg.
think you had
Shot
to foul
reset.
there.
Yep, now you got to foul.
Now
Yeah.
you have to. Man, that was a lot of time to come off that clock there. I think you got to foul there because even if you get a stop, you still got to score twice. You still have, this is still 2-possession game. You got to score twice in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So, man.
Good work by Williams out at the top to kind of dance and elude the slap by Gorham. Inbounds Campbell.
And you got to foul right now, right away. There's no shot clock or anything.
They just let it run out.
And that is the exclamation point the Lions were looking for all night.
Leon Tillman.
I'll tell you what, that
Puts the
takes
Wizards
a
to
lot-
sleep.
That takes a lot of composure and a lot of leadership to come in here and have this game go the way it did on the road for Indiana and to pull out this victory. And for the Wizards, man, what a devastating loss.
Yeah, 15 seconds. Scooty Walker checks back in, play a little defense. Jared Smith bringing it up. Extended defense from the Lions, 8 seconds to play. It's all but over. Phil Bledsoe